Are we on? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mario, your host, and this is IDK is Perfect. Today I am with my co-host,
Troy.
and we're hanging out tonight. But today we are with some very special guests. We are with RuMuzik and DJ JRo.
For sure.
How are y'all doing tonight, fellas?
We're doing well.
Feeling good, bro. Feeling
I
good.
know it took a while to set up and get going, and we're finally here.
I am so sorry. Someone decided to press the fucking one button. It only takes one fucking button
Bro,
to
It's
ruin
all good,
everything.
bro. We had to get sauced up real quick. I think it made.
I know we bought a bottle. And we're already halfway through it
Makes
before
sense,
we even
bro.
started. Oh shit!
What you got? You got the crown.
Crown, yeah.
Man,
How are y'all tonight? How y'all enjoying
Good,
yourselves?
bro.
we're good. You know what I mean? We just trying to get back from this fucking holiday, man. I spent too much goddamn money.
You telling me? You telling me, bro?
You know what I'm saying? But the kids smiled, mama smiled, everybody smiled. That's all that mattered in the long run. But hey, it's time to recover and fucking rent's due in a couple
Yes,
days.
sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So you get drunk and pay rent on New Year's.
How are you, man? How y'all doing? How was y'all holiday?
We're chilling. We're taking it easy. Troy actually just got back from like being gone for like basically half the year now at this point.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah. How are you, Troy? Except a little anxious.
I can't even hear myself.
You can't?
No, but if you want to go on to the next subject, can anybody hear themselves?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear ourselves.
We can hear you.
That's all right.
There it goes.
Troy said he ain't talking about shit in New Orleans. That shit is staying in New Orleans, bro.
What happened in New Orleans? Stay in New Orleans, Troy. You're the only one who got to go this year.
All right,
no
all right. I was just looking at the clip out. And, honestly, yeah. So I was in Louisiana for 3. Am I coming in a little too hot?
No, you sound
Nah, you're
crisp.
perfect, bro.
All right. Yeah. I was in for work. I went back to Louisiana, and they had me, staying at the Golden Nugget. Shout out to my company. Having me in a casino and all this shit. Sucks that they didn't have a fucking microwave because whenever I get drunk, I microwave my fucking food. That shit sucked like crazy.
So you
when
ate it
you're-
cold?
Huh?
Did you have to eat it cold?
Yeah, I ate that shit
Oh,
cold.
that sucks.
But no, I lost a lot of money.
What'd you eat cold, bro? What was it?
Bro, everything. Every fucking thing. So they have like 6 restaurants downstairs, and I ordered like a burger. And if I'm pretty sure, since y'all don't know me, I like to get drunk, and I like to eat my food when I'm drunk.
Okay.
It's more of like, I like to get high when I'm drunk. Or I like to eat when I like to eat.
Like he'll smoke before he
Yeah.
can
With
eat.
all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. Like
I'm
when
the
I
same.
wake
You know.
up, I gotta smoke and then have breakfast and then smoke again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
can't eat
I mean,
until later after you
that's
drink
me
alcohol.
whenever I'm drunk, and that shit sucked. Like there'd just be leftovers after leftovers from Grubhub and the fucking restaurants downstairs. It's like, oh fuck.
I don't know how you do that, dude. Because there'll be times where you get your food and we'll just hang out and drink, and it's like an hour later, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go in. I was like, what? We were hungry an hour ago. How are you still just waiting that long?
You have to power up.
Yeah, but no, it was cool. Recently, y'all were telling about the Dove Springs stuff when it flooded and everything.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, in Lake Charles, whenever the Hurricane Delta, when I went the first time, it was worse.
So you were out there fixing all the houses and stuff then, pretty much?
I work for FedEx, so I was delivering packages,
He
but
was helping them recover, basically.
but like whenever like the whole fucking city has no electricity and you see like houses flooded and torn down, yeah, I mean the only thing you see is just fucking blue roofs. That's it. It's just fucking blue roofs. And then that was in August. I came back in December, and seeing that shit is still like that. But I mean, at least they have electricity and they have the casinos running up. It's
they
like.
gotta have those casinos running though.
But no, honestly,
New Orleans is built different, bro. The motherfuckers ready for this type of shit.
shout out to fucking Louisiana and my boss and everything, because honestly, they are a different type of breed. They love their fucking state, not as much as Texas, but like Texas love their state, or Texans love their state. But I mean, they are strong and resilient, and I cannot believe like they're still striving, no matter like they're still drinking.
Yeah.
Like yo, the 2 hurricanes hit you
Yeah,
back
bro.
to back. What the fuck y'all doing?
Yeah, they built different. I mean, we got a small little glimpse of what they went through in Dove, so I can say like, yeah, I commend them. 'Cause, I mean, they came out here. A lot of them had to come out here to Austin. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I remember when they came, like when Katrina happened.
Oh, yeah.
I was living right here on Terry Road in those apartments right there, and bro, like they filled up all the open spaces and shit.
Yeah.
Shit got wild. Like it was wild. And they didn't. You know what was crazy? is that people in New Orleans didn't understand the laws on like you know, like just murder out here, bro. Like people were just like catching bodies and shit and going to jail. They didn't realize that in Texas
It's different.
it's different, bro. Like you
different.
can't just move like that.
Because they do be wilding out in
Yeah.
Louisiana there.
You know, it was wild. I ain't gonna lie. I remember seeing that shit. Like I low key was like, alright, like I'm gonna pack up.
You heard me?
We gonna hit Slaughter Lane just to tap out real quick.
And
We're
before
back.
we proceed on to the next, anything else that, because I know we have a lot to talk about today, but would you guys like to introduce yourselves to anybody who may be listening and is unaware to
Yeah,
who these
yeah.
Southside legends may be?
Yeah, I go by RuMuzik. Man, I'm a songwriter and an artist here in Texas, here in Austin. Man, we've been doing shit for about like 15, 20 years, I would say. We have accolades from like back 10 years back, man. Really, man, just tap in, Dust Springs, Texas, man. That's really what we're representing today. My man JRo.
Yeah. I go by the name of DJ JRo. Shit, man, there's a lot about me. I'm CEO of Better Life Entertainment Management Music Group. I manage a couple artists. I'm a DJ, not a producer, a promoter, show promoter. Put together a lot of shows. I am from the south side of Austin, Texas, and Dub Springs. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, little Daniel Rocha.
Yeah, rest in peace, Rocha.
But yeah, you know what I mean. That's who I am. This is JRo.
And thank y'all for being here. I
Appreciate you inviting us,
hell
man.
yeah,
Thank
Of course,
you.
yeah. I
it,
know
bro.
me and Rue, I have mentioned Rue in the past episodes, and I've talked about her because he is my barber as well. So I have mentioned him in the past, but even Rue can vouch, and he will tell you himself that him and I had talked about the podcast as an idea before this even ever
Bro,
existed.
I was
so.
like, bro, when you told me you was gonna do this shit, I mean, you one of the few people that really knows your shit, bro. Like, I mean, outside of Austin hip hop, you know hip hop in general, to where, yeah,
Thank you.
I was ready for that, like on the cools.
I mean,
That was back when I had the shop. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I was
exactly.
like,
Every time I get, like, even then now, anytime that I go in for a haircut, like, anything we talk about, like, we go into depth about,
Hell
like,
yeah.
music or whatever, you know, our lives and whatnot, but
Yeah.
mainly music and shit.
Yo, this is my best friend. You honestly don't realize how much he talks about music.
This
Yeah, I'm
motherfucker knows
telling
his
you,
shit.
bro. Music is life. You know what I'm
Real
saying?
talk.
The world would be a dull place without it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I love conversations with people like that. You know what I'm saying? We could just talk about music for days. So
And the artwork too.
And
Your,
the artwork,
your
too.
artwork is fire as fuck too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, sorry for all this. Going into.
The most professional podcast out of
Yeah,
South
bro.
that's
Austin.
not
love,
good,
bro.
but no worries at all. You know
We
what I
in
mean?
Dub
Hey,
Springs
that's
right
why
now,
it's
bro.
a new year next year, and we'll start afresh.
Hey,
This is still season 3.
season 3. Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
we're gonna end it soon, and then we'll take a break and kick off with season 4.
Y'all been at it, man. Shit, shout out Certified, Clover, weekdays. You know
Get
what I mean?
everybody in the city.
Everybody y'all had on here.
Trying-
Man.
I'm
City
trying
looking
I'm
nice.
trying to get all the OGs on and like actually put Austin onto actual like knowledge as to what has happened, because I know we're in a different time right now and everything's changing, and we are going through new waves of new artists that are doing shit now that are like it's gonna change the landscape for hip hop in Austin. But I feel like people still need to acknowledge what has happened in the past. Because, I mean, JRo, you yourself as being a DJ for the League of
I-
Extraordinary G's,
Yes,
bro. Like,
yes,
you can
yes,
vouch
yes.
for that
I
shit.
can vouch for that. I was just about to tell you. I can kind of put some words out there. Maybe, you know what I mean, get some OGs on here. You know
I'm
what I
all
mean?
for it, bro.
Babu, you know, shout out Babu Blake, shout
Yeah.
out T Double,
He's-
you know what I'm saying? Shout out B-Boy City, you know what I mean? The Santos and everybody from the South Side, you know what I mean? You can even get in depth with the whole B-Boy days back in the day, too, you know
That
what
would
I'm
be
saying?
dope, yeah. Because, I mean, the other day when
Yeah, boy,
Rue
some
was cutting my
B-boy
hair,
days.
Macman pulled up, and I haven't seen that man in years,
Yeah,
bro.
shout out to Mac.
Like,
Man,
Macman, like, I was, like, he like, put me on first when I was a little kid.
YMR.
When he dropped that song, like, what is that ATX song called? The Capital City, the Cap
Yeah.
City?
Yeah,
That
that's
fucking
Down in
anthem, bro.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
So, like,
That's
there's
a
definitely
song.
OGs here in Austin who they deserve their flowers, and I want to be, like, somebody who can acknowledge them or actually try to introduce that to people now so they can actually have a perspective as far as the history of Austin. Because I know Austin has not shed its light into the hip-hop scene for a long time, and it's barely starting to do it now, but I don't ever want it to go unnoticed to what has
Of
been in the
course.
past, you know?
We've had so many talented artists. We still have a lot of talented artists. You know what I mean? I've been here since '95. I'm originally from the Valley, and shit, man. For me being here since '95 and seeing how it's grown and how we try to set our we are setting our marks, but it's just now time to enforce it. But it's a blessing, man, because me being a DJ and a promoter and things that I do. I've been blessed in being with the league. Shout out Dominican J, S. Dot.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Everybody from the league, because it's a cool thing because it's a stamp and it allows me to meet others. And that's how I was able to meet T Double, Babu Blakes, and to see it rise and how it continues to grow and all the open mics and seeing the younger artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Growing out like for another artist, him, I've known him shit since I've been here, since before my brother passed away. You know what I mean? Him and my little brother were best friends, and all I knew was Ru was just a barber back in the day. Giving me, he fucked up my first taper.
Hey,
He
you let him do it. You let
he
him
used
do
to
it.
give everybody
Hey,
tapers.
that edge up was clean.
The
That
edge
bitch
was
kinda-
clean, but
it was kinda-
I would just
Still
tell him,
is, still
"Fuck,
is."
man." I had to tell him, bro, hold on, but you know what I mean? I've known Roof since he was young,
First one.
and going and him just brought, Longhorn City's finest and TYK and everything. Seeing him grow, it's been a blessing, you know what I mean? Because I got to grow with him as well. It was sharpening my craft, you know what I mean? Just like they say, iron sharpens iron, and me and him would just go back and forth for the
I
last
remember when
6,
Jay
7
got his
years.
first setup. I remember when he got his turntables and shit.
I was all with it. I was
Yeah,
excited,
nah,
you know what I'm
picked
saying?
that shit up fast than a motherfucker.
Quick,
ain't
and
gonna
I was
lie.
able to run with it, and
Yeah.
it was a blessing. And then meeting up with Jay and all types of I've met so many awesome artists, bro. Even a lot of Texas artists has been a blessing. You know what I mean? So
Bro, you would have never even known that you was a dope ass host if you would have never picked up the tables.
never.
That's wild.
Never.
That's kind of
Everything
crazy,
happens
bro.
for a reason,
Everything
right?
happens for a reason. You know
That's
what
why
I mean?
you just gotta try shit though too.
And bro,
Gotta
you
keep
you
trying.
have had also a I know we always talk about it, but you have had a interesting career as far as making music, but you dabble in a little bit of everything at this point, which we'll get into. But
Yes, sir.
what's always been interesting to me, because anytime that we've talked, linked up, or just hung out or whatever, you've always been consistent about it, even though you've been you told me yourself that you have will do music hardcore for a minute, stop for a bit, focus something else, and come back and still pick it back up as if you literally just dropped a song the day before. And that's what's really cool about the way that you maneuver your career,
Man, I
because
appreciate that.
it can seem like somebody else that is not consistent with it, or just picks it up here and there and drops an album or project once a year,
No, bro.
doesn't pick up the same buzz that you do.
I appreciate it. I think it's really just making a system and having a team of people that you fuck with. That's really what I did, man. Like I have not only do I make music, bro, I even offer a fucking service to people, bro. Like I go to Houston and I chase this, these features that you hear me on. I'm not gonna sit here and say that people are just seeking me out all day to get on their albums, but I'll sell it like a car, bro. Like literally, And I think that's one thing that people gotta tap into, bro. Like you gotta sell if you're a songwriter, bro, you doing hooks and shit. You gotta 9 to 5 during the day and at night chase the dream. So literally, I'll be in Houston, dog. That's how I got onto the Chingo Bling album. Shout out to Chingo Bling, and we were just out there moving, bro. And I think that's one thing that sets me apart is creating a system and having people in place that when I do decide to drop, it's kind of like a chain and a little circuit I'm gonna run down,
And it's always something big every time you drop, because going back to the Chingo Bling collab, you've always been good at the collabs, and I know you've always been big on
That collab was fire though.
yeah.
Appreciate it. Hell yeah.
Even
yeah,
if it
shout
was
out
just
to
a
Chingo.
fucking hook,
But even then,
collab
you
was fire.
thrive on doing hooks too, because that's
Yeah.
what you prefer. If
Nah,
you can
for
lay down
real.
a hook for somebody else, you knock it out better than anybody.
'Cause if you think about it, bro, I think that's one of the dopest ways to brand yourself if you're a songwriter and shit. Because I can sit here and chase a publishing deal or some shit like that. I can hit up everybody, send them all my music and shit. But the best way for me, I think, is to get on people's albums and shit and try to literally run the numbers up and then present that shit so you have some leverage when you go tap into these deals and shit. Because that take our music all day, bro. If you got talent and you get in the right hands, bro, they'll sign you a particular type of deal, but as a publishing deal, meaning you're gonna write for other people.
Yeah.
And that's like I'm saying,
Mailbox
I have a 9
money.
to 5. Yeah, mailbox
Exactly.
money, bro. During
And
the day,
it's good money too.
Yeah.
bro.
yeah, you gotta. I'm
It's good
chasing it
fucking
like
money.
a 9 to 5, bro. And then when the lights cut off, then we're chasing the artistry, like my own music. So it's like I keep them separated, but then I kind of tie them together, and that's why when I release, it kind of seems like it picks up where it left off. I guess
feel
you know what I'm
that.
saying, but shit.
I've seen it. I'm not gonna lie, and he'll tell you. I've seen it firsthand because we'll be going so fucking hard, and then he's just like, "Hey, I just need to chill. Let me do what I gotta do with the family, whatever." And he opens up a fucking barbershop. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll come right back and it's me. What's up? We're gonna do something else. Hey, when are you gonna drop this?
Spontaneous
And,
as fuck.
and I got a lot of his music, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. So it's cool to see him do that. You know what I mean? And like you said it yourself, being consistent in that way. Compared to other artists that are like, oh yeah, I'm grinding so hard.
Yeah,
and just,
pick it up like you never dropped it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Wait, so I mean, how does it work? I mean, whenever if I was to, put a platform that is the biggest platform out there, you know how people use TikTok, and then there's people that are getting big off of TikTok. Do you use TikTok? I mean, you said that you work for Chingo Bling, or you had a hook for Chingo Bling. How did that work? And if it was to be like, would you ever? Do you have a TikTok?
I don't. I need to get a TikTok.
You honestly know, like, there's
don't
people
even
like
have fucking
fucking
TikTok.
blowing the fuck up just because of like
People
either
use
a
their
mix
music.
or whatever.
I think-
Clova
like
had
this.
somebody like big use his song as a background, and
So,
that
like,
got big numbers.
Yes,
I'll
that
be
got a
honest,
lot of
bro.
numbers.
Like,
That's-
I
that's
think
what's-
as my bad, bro. I
No,
don't
no,
mean
you
to-
good, you good, you good.
I don't mean, like, as artists, bro. I think that you got to be ahead of the platforms, bro. Like, for example, you like tap into Gary V, bro. Like
Yeah.
Gary V will tell you right now, bro. When he was on Facebook in the beginning, it was a landscape type app. People were posting pictures of their landscape, and people like us were trying to get on the app, and we're like, it just doesn't make sense. They're doing this, we're doing this. So like, he went on that motherfucker and started posting whatever the fuck he wanted to, And
Yeah.
now what are we doing on Facebook and Instagram? We're posting whatever the fuck we want. So like with TikTok, I think you just got to do your own shit. I haven't done it yet, but
I've
I
been
ain't
thinking
gonna lie.
about doing it too.
I want to make a page. I don't want to necessarily do nothing that they're doing on TikTok, but I would like to post like performances or like
Yeah.
maybe a
Snippets and shit.
Yeah,
Snippets,
Yeah.
like,
like
I noticed a lot of
something like
artists.
that. But I don't want to participate in the culture of what the fuck they're
Yeah,
doing.
I mean-
Just
I
find a
mean,
way to
it-
use it,
It's all trend setting, and then you actually do have talent. And as much as it sucks, yeah, I do have a TikTok, but the fact that the people can blow up overnight, I can remember when YouTube started, and you started seeing all these fucking. What's the one? Charlie Bit Me?
Yeah.
Dude, that shit blew over overnight over fucking
Fast.
The
YouTube. So it was
algorithm,
just
bro.
like, yo, that one wasn't algorithm. That was just like people just reposting. TikTok is
just
algorithm,
went
dude.
viral.
You can watch anything random
Yeah.
or whatever you watch and like. It's
Based on your
insane.
likes and shit.
Yeah, and it's crazy how much these people are blowing up. I mean, I just saw this person that literally got in a car wreck and was just like, "Yo, this wasn't my fault." And you see the footage, like it was your fault, and he got a brand new car.
Golly.
So it's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Bro.
I mean,
Pandora's
it's a
box,
new
bro.
age, and
It is a new age.
Yeah.
I mean, you're now.
Especially with COVID too, everything has changed.
Everything.
The playing field
Yeah.
has changed.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to tap into that. That's something new. That's something fresh that
Because that's what
everybody's
popped it
trying
all
to figure
off. Was right when that COVID happened. TikTok, everybody was TikToking. You know what I mean? Whether it was cooking, dancing, something stupid, something cool, whatever. Everybody was like, "Hey, let's check this out. Hey, let's check."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, what was the app that was before TikTok that was like
Vine?
Vine. I mean, that was like ahead of its
It
time.
was
Then.
like 15-second
Yeah,
clips or
when
something
Vine,
like
Vine was, I didn't like when I first saw Vine. I was just like, "What is this?" My sister's like, "Oh, it's not." Then boom, Instagram popped off.
Yeah, they sold it, right? It got sold or something. It got
Well,
bought?
it went from
that. They closed that
Vine
motherfucker down.
because Instagram started popping really, really
Oh,
good, and
okay.
then they kind of like everybody. It was
Just
just like
Snapchat came and killed everybody.
It's like what was that? MySpace, and then went to Facebook. Everybody
Yeah.
just does it's just the same shit.
hey,
with Vine.
MySpace, man, you
His
just-
shit
you-
was popping
it's
though.
coded,
I-
you code- man, you code
Play
that
my own
shit.
music when it
Right,
pops off
on
and
your
shit.
page.
Like, oh man.
Got to
Yeah.
pick your top 8.
Yeah, your top eight. As soon as they were in your top
Why
eight,
the fuck
you're
am I
like,
not
yo.
number one?
Yeah, you get pissed if somebody dropping down off your shit.
Hey, but for honestly, happy birthday to Pimp C. Today's his
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Today,
Happy
yes,
day,
sir.
MC.
Biatch. Yeah.
Is a Texas historic day for the legend.
Yes.
And you know what's crazy? I actually worked in Beaumont too, and from Beaumont we had south. You go to like Groves, and dude, it's crazy how much I know about fucking just East Texas. Man, they don't give a fuck about the COVID. They don't give a fuck about wearing masks.
Nope.
But yeah, I was in Beaumont for a month, and I had a route, or I almost had a route in Port Arthur, and I was like, man. Where was Pimp C at? Like, where I wonder if I was gonna deliver to his house, and then I figured,
used to live at?
or actually, I saw that Port Arthur was super huge, and I was like, God damn, I don't think I'm gonna get his house.
Yeah,
Is
it's
Bum
dope,
B
though.
still in Port Arthur?
I
he's in
don't
Houston.
think
I
so.
think he's
He's
in
probably
Houston.
Houston.
Yeah, I think he's from Houston.
Put me the checklist.
That's
Yeah,
all.
yes.
Bum B is in
Yeah, I'll
H-Town.
take one too. So
But yeah,
make these speeches out and just go away.
Shout out to Pimp C and his birthday. How old would he been?
Ooh, that I do not know. He probably would have been in his 40s because I know Bumby's getting up there too.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out to Bun B, bro.
Grateful to have Bumby still here, kicking it, being able to tell stories and. Hey, Gumba, look at him.
I know.
Isn't Bun B like a doesn't he work at the college or something like that? Houston.
He's some sort of teacher too, yeah. Which is really cool. I like it when the artists become like you were saying, JRo, Babu, he's a teacher now, right? Babu Blakes.
Right,
Yeah.
And I saw that him and his son they made their own book now too, right?
Yes.
Wow.
That is awesome, man. That is really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
like, what more can you like ask for as far as being an artist and actually being able to live that experience
Facts.
and going into something else as far as being a teacher, teaching other people, or like creating something that other people will learn from, you know?
I've been wanting to put something like that together because, like, you know, I mean, we also being from Dove, and I know there's a lot of kids that go to Mendez. Like, I think they had a rap class back in the day in Mendez, or not too long ago, but I wanted to look into it and see if they have.
I know
something
that. I
like
know
Yeah,
Texas
that'd be
State
dope.
be doing stuff like that too.
Texas State.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. You know what I mean? You know, even if it's like a producer's class or something to, because a lot of these kids, man, they get on that stuff and
That would be dope. Like
Yeah.
create a program to teach kids kind of how to get their ASCAP, get their BMIs, whatever they
Yep.
want to do.
Teach them the shit that you
nobody
don't
taught
learn
us,
at first. You
that
know,
we had to
like
learn our damn
we
self.
started off like, I want to rap, so I'm gonna just start rapping and doing whatever. It don't matter. And somebody handed me $1,000, have all my shit. You know,
I mean,
like
because
that.
imagine,
because it
bro,
goes back into like he was saying with the whole Vine is that's how they pop off. They I mean Vine. I'm sorry, a TikTok. You know, what I mean everybody plays their song with a TikTok, and that's how they get popping. So and they automatically they get all these views, and they are cool. But you're not really getting paid for your money because you don't know how to mess with your BMI.
Yeah.
Or your ASCAP.
Yeah, I think that would be good. I mean, like a nonprofit or even team up. Dez, Dez got the nonprofit.
Yeah, Do Good. Shout out Do Good. They
Yeah,
did
shout
a
out for real.
really big thing for Christmas and
Yeah,
helped out a lot of
that was
families,
hard.
and
Mhm.
they did a lot. So that was really
Yeah,
awesome.
they've been putting in work in Dove for real.
Right, yeah, for sure. That's awesome. That's definitely something that like anybody coming from here, I guess y'all would know. Is like it's awesome, beautiful to be able to grow up and be able to give back.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
especially
back
in the
into
we
the
might
neighborhood.
have to link up with Dez and make that happen. See if she wants to do
Yeah,
something
for
like
sure.
that.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
dope.
Shout out Dad. Shout out everybody over there doing what they're doing.
Yeah, shout out Dez. Honestly, she really does a lot for the community.
Mhm.
Facts.
For the Dove.
But going back to because you were saying that how you did the before we go on to the music that you did with Chingo Bling. Is there because I know you've always liked doing the hooks over verses and stuff
Right,
like
right.
that. Is there a preference as to when you feel like doing a hook versus when you feel like actually doing a whole song or versus doing a
Man.
verse and shit?
Really, I ain't gonna lie. Like I think I'm stuck on wanting to do hooks. I feel like it
It's
just.
hard to get them.
I know
hard to
what
get
makes
him
you
to do
stick
a
to
song.
hooks like
I
'cause I
mean,
know you like to sing too.
I do. I mean, I think back in the day, I used to like let off tracks and shit and like release my product at a rapid rate. And now I look at it like, man, let me hold on to shit and let me work shit as much as I can. And if I look at it like hooks, bro, I mean, think of it like products, bro. If you're letting off a lot of hooks, a lot of fucking verses, a lot of tracks, and you're not catching ground on it, your numbers are looking few, bro. So I try to keep it to a minimum, bro, and see what we could do with each hook, bro. We got to stretch everything out.
I mean, and you had some big collabs too, so like that speaks for it to a lot. Cause I mean, you worked with obviously Chingo Bling, Big Pokey. Where you had like GT Garza, right?
Yeah, GT
Cap G.
Garza, Cap G,
Sauce Walker.
Sauce Walker. That one's not released. Then we have one with shout out to Tex Garcia. We have one with fucking Kevin Gates.
Damn, that's crazy. He would have been 33 years old. I'm sorry. This is
No,
no
no.
way. I just googled
Pimp
it.
C would have been 33.
There's no fucking way.
I don't believe that.
Not true.
I googled it. and it-
Pimp C would have been 33.
No. That's when he died. 2007.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you had 10.
I put
You had
how-
how? You had
Yeah,
was
yeah,
born
13. So
1963.
he'd be
What
60.
was it, old soul?
not 60.
No, 50, 50.
I was like,
He'd be
God,
50.
I was about to say 33. I'm like, damn, the nigga was younger than me.
He was a few years older than I was. God.
I'm old.
Damn,
Shit.
it's my age.
Damn, that's crazy.
Shit.
That's bad that I didn't know that.
Rest in
Sorry.
peace,
I'm
Pepsi.
sorry. That
No,
was a
you're
way
good.
different
No,
thing. But yeah, back to this thing. Kevin Gates. Blue
Yeah,
Black.
you had all your
yeah,
favorite.
yeah,
Do you
one
have
of them,
favorite features and collabs that you've had?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, the Pokey one. It was one of the first ones, but I think just that shit's just
The whole
so
city
classic.
sold out for that one though.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
way
Oh,
it happened.
Southside came through to the barbershop when he shot that. I wasn't there, but when he shot the video, I
Yeah.
saw everybody showed out. Everybody showed out for that one.
Like I've done shit where they email me shit and I just send it back. That's cool. But like the dope shit is when you link with motherfuckers and like
In
you
person and shit.
reciprocate energy and chill. Like bro, me and Pokey we were in O-Stacks. Shout out to O-Stacks. on the cruise, one of the dopest engineer like on the cruise. We were in his crib drinking Dos Equis and shit. Like,
just kicking
that's
it.
just dope, bro. Like low key, like
With the legend, bro.
We
With the
could have sipped
legend.
some drink, but like low key, I was sipping some Dos Equis that day, and Poke was like, "Fuck it." He drank a couple with them hoes with me. That's dope. Fuck the email shit. Like, I like to work with motherfuckers in person. That's doper than anything. Straight up.
That's awesome.
Facts.
And then you would say, I guess that big Pokemon would be your favorite one.
That for sure. And then I went and fucked with Walk in his studio. That was dope too. Like seeing how they maneuver in their studio in Houston and shit, and being able to record with their engineer and shit. And actually, bro, I didn't even really know, but their engineer went off to do like some crazy shit after that. Like he's working with fucking like Hitmaker and shit. And he actually recorded me that night. So yeah, just being the experience is better than the email shit, bro. So Sauce Walker and the Pokemon for sure.
And you travel a lot too, especially when you do these collabs and these projects. You go all out to Houston, San Antonio. Does it give you a different perspective as far as the way the scene is in each city?
Yeah, bro. Houston's dope. I like how the culture is still tapped into the neighborhoods and shit.
Yeah.
Like Austin, we have a lot of. We're getting gentrified at fucking rapid rate, bro. Like we go to Houston, bro. They still like. I mean, they're playing corridos where they're selling fucking tacos and shit. Like it's pretty live, bro. It feels different. But I mean, Austin too. We gotta create that. Like I go to Houston, I come back to Austin. I'm like, bro, we still have room to create all of that. Like we could pop up on fucking William Cannon at the fucking taco
just post
spot.
up.
I mean,
shit.
just I don't know. Just the culture is dope out there. And San Antonio is live too, but they still it's live wire in San Antonio.
They're rowdy as hell out there.
Wire. I was gonna say anything.
Shout out to San Antonio. It goes
San Antonio
down
be
out
popping
there.
the 2-0.
Houston too though, but like I don't know, man. Like Houston, I'm just in love with the culture, bro. Like
Houston's really, really big.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
huge.
yeah,
I
it's
love
big.
Houston.
I'm usually in Southwest. Southwest is where I'm always at in Houston.
Well, cheers to these
Yeah,
collabs
cheers
and the
to
travels
that.
they've brought y'all, bro.
Here's your shot class right there. You want a shot?
I guess I'll take your shot.
Yeah, yeah, your
I got
shot
a
glass should be
There's a
full
shot
too.
Right there too. Cheers.
One time.
One time for the one time. I feel bad for my girl tonight.
Same. Feel bad for my girl at my job tomorrow, bro. But do you have a lot of music that you have going on right now, bro? Like any music and like the
I do. Man, I'm holding on to a lot of
He
shit.
holds on to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
anything that you dropped recently that you would like to play or drop with them right now?
Yeah, you can put let's see. You can put matter of fact Legacy. You can play Legacy.
Yeah.
Legacy is a song that I've dropped a while back, but it never really got too much traction like that. But we had a fucking music video treatment for the whole thing too.
We still do have.
It's
We
like a
just gotta get the
movie,
right.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
like
movie.
you know how certain artists wants to go to what was it
I be
Hypex?
holding shit, bro.
He just wants to go. He wants
I
to
be
find the
holding
right videographer to shoot this vision
Yeah.
that we have for this song Legacy, because it's very up tempo. We're thinking like we want to make it a movie, not just your typical people jumping around,
Yeah.
and shit like that. We want
Yeah.
it theatric wise to it. So
Y'all can hear that right now. Whenever you want, either one of you guys want to press play on the screen, we'll play that shit right
We're
now.
gonna push play right now. Shout out my nigga JRo Legacy.
y'all.
Play.
It's just me and my G, me and mine, fuck you and yours. Gotta get it to the cats and clothes. 100% we are with it, 100% we are with it. Need the money and the power, get the money and the power. Take the money and the power, take the money and the power. Me and mine, fuck you and yours. Gotta get it to the cats and clothes. 100% we are with it, 100% we are with it. Need the money and the power, get the money and the power. Take the money and the power, take the money and the power. Oh my God, I'm looking I done done it. My bitches white and covered down in onyx. See my jacket, I got honors on it. That's the hardest workers feeling unaccomplished. Heavy concentration, levitate the mountains. I'ma walk on water, that's the fountain found it. Swinging muddy, don't be drowning. I'ma call some bitches till they help me count it. Herbalistic, I'm a verbal chemist. We be on the Cali, Colorado Senate. And the winners always presidential tenant. Ain't no ceiling, say we pushing past the limit. Who they say that I ain't got that fire? Only rapper liars, I low key inspire. If it wasn't me, then who could take you higher? I be killing features, watch the body. This is me and my G, me and mine, fuck you and yours. Gotta get it to the cats and clothes. 100% we are with it, 100% we are with it. Need the money and the power, get the money and the power. Take the money and the power, take the money and the power. Me and mine, fuck you and yours. Gotta money and the power. Take the money and the power. I'm just trying to leave a legacy. Reciprocating all this energy. And they just trying to put it into me. But I ain't shit without my enemy. And you ain't live unless they hating on you. And that's the day that they'll be waiting on you. When they pray they got a deal and Satan on you. When you feel the whole world is waiting on you. Just flex, we can't prepare for the mess. Wise young men playing chess, you could get next. We got now who want place. I highly doubt you want this. It's only done to my sense. Manifestation at best. You just paused on my vest. We created this mix, and you just seem to exist. This is me and my G. Me and my fuck you and yours. Gotta get it to the cats and clothes. 100% we are with it. 100% we are with it. Need the money and the power. Get the money and the power. Take the money and the power. Take the money and the power. Me and my fuck you and yours. Gotta get it to the cats and clothes. 100% we are with it. 100% we are with it. Need the money and the power. Get the money and the power. Take the money and the power. Take the money and the power.
Stop.
Hammer time.
And what was that, Ru? What was that?
That's Legacy, produced by Freshman P.
Freshman
Freshman,
P.
one of the hardest producers in the fucking city. Like, shout out to Freshman P.
Yes, sir.
You know if you got a production for Freshman P, you know you got you a classic.
You may
Every
not be
time.
familiar with his name, but I promise you have heard his music already at this point. Like, was it?
Yep.
If you listen to Austin music religiously and you know Austin music, you definitely have heard Ru.
Yeah.
So it's
I
dope.
appreciate that.
Before that, yeah, we were talking off film. I want to bring up what was happening.
What are you talking about?
So we were talking about sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea.
Because of CMOS.
CMOS. So what is CMOS?
Bro, CMOS is it's an algae that grows in a lot of places. We have algae that grows in America, but the best algae grows in St. Lucia in Jamaica.
Okay.
And the reason why is because there's not too much, commercial harbor. It's real clean waters and shit. So CMOS clings to the rock in the ocean where the ocean moves and
So
it
it
pulls.
sticks.
It sticks to the rock, and that's how CMOS pulls all the minerals from the ocean. If it ain't clinging to that rock.
Damn, we in Dove. You hear that?
Yeah. Y'all are getting the full Dove experience right now with the
Yes.
background noise. Whether
But-
you hear because there was police sirens earlier, there was dogs barking earlier. Now
There
there's
was
some kid
fireworks
crying.
popping.
I think there's some kid getting his ass beat in the background.
Alright.
So I'm sorry.
All right.
Nah,
So
it's all
with CMOS, I mean,
It's an algae.
peop-
It's an algae
But,
that grows on the rocks.
when people, it's edible or is it a?
It is edible. It's a
edible.
whole food.
You
It's
can
like
do
a
all types
superfood.
of stuff with it. You really can. You know what I mean? You can
Like,
put it in
see,
shakes. You can just
so
eat
like-
me. I eat it out the spoon.
To make it like as simple as you can put it, bro, like your body is made of roughly 102 minerals, right?
Yeah.
Our body is made of minerals. Vitamins are great for the body. Your body is not made of vitamins, but vitamins definitely help, right?
Yeah.
So minerals is what you want. Fucking CMOS has 92 of those minerals and shit. So like I said in
It's like taking a one a day.
I mean it is. So I
Well,
mean,
it's supposed to be.
it is. I
Supposed
mean, I advise everybody like look that shit up. Look up all the minerals that come.
There's a
with
lot of benefits for it. Like
A
me,
lot.
you know, what I mean, hearing it from I used to deal with. Well, I was what's that word I'm looking for? I was told that I have PTSD. I did have depression and bad anxiety, and he can tell you. He can speak on it too because he used to have bad anxiety as well.
Mm-hmm.
I was always trying to find something different, like because some people like the Xanax. I don't like Xanax.
Yeah, I
I like
downers.
it's
I hate
give or
downers.
if
take.
I used to,
Give or
because I used to
bro.
have it bad. So then I started CBD, but then I started noticing the more I took CBD, the groggier I would feel the next day.
A quick side note, like knowing that you smoke weed, how is it compared? Like if you do both,
Apparently the weed is what calms you down. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. The CBD is what calms you down. It takes away that, like, have you ever hit like this one strain and like to
You're
me it's
freaking
sativas.
out.
Yeah, to me it's sativas. I can't really smoke a strong sativa because I'll be like, oh fuck.
you're wide awake.
Yeah, and what CBD it brings that down. You know what I mean? You'll still
Okay.
be high, but you won't be all like bugged out. So there's two forms of a CBD. There's one that's just straight CBD. I don't know what it's called, full spectrum or broad spectrum, I think it's called. And then there's the one that's got the 0.3, 0.4% THC
it's like isolate.
isolate, and then it's a full spectrum.
Okay.
So I took that for quite some time. I started noticing I was spending a lot of fucking money. I had to go up to the 5,000 milligrams because I literally had bad fucking anxiety, bro. Like to where there was days that I had to call my homeboy because nowadays you got to be careful if you grab somebody else's, you're not supposed to do that. So don't grab nobody else's medicine. But yeah, I would have to grab
that 30 years ago.
Unless you're paying
So-
double.
No. Honestly, if you don't have the prescription, to be honest, you shouldn't be
Yeah.
doing those
Fuck that
prescription if
shit,
you don't
bro.
know what you're
That shit's
taking.
fucked
Don't
up a
do
lot
it.
of
It's not a
people's lives,
recreational
bro.
drug, y'all. Like,
Yeah.
like
If you need something serious,
But the CMOS, bro.
get you some kratom.
yeah,
Kratom
some
too.
Kratom.
Kratom used to bug me out, but the
Yeah.
CMOS helped me.
Get some
Like
Kratom.
I don't take my CBD as much anymore. Like I take my fucking now that with the allergies he calls it powering up. I power up every day now and like twice a day, and I see the benefits. And I even told my girl the other day, hey, I can sleep on my back now. She goes, because for the last year I've literally had to sleep on my shoulders because if I lay on my back, I stop breathing because I don't know. I guess apparently I've broken my nose too many times. So now that I've been taking it, now I'm able to literally sleep on my back and get a good night's rest. And it helps because sometimes I got to take melatonin and shit, but it helps,
bro.
man. There's a lot of benefits. There's, what is it? Sexual drive, fucking anxiety, cholesterol, what is it?
Literally depression,
Depression.
anxiety. You can cure heartburn from it if you're taking
Heartburn
it consistently.
gives you energy, bro.
I mean,
like,
because if
I
you
don't
think
like
about
coffee
it-
in the mornings. I used to drink Cokes a lot, and I don't even do that now. I'll just power up in the morning, smoke my blunt, go to work, and I'm ready to go. Like I feel.
That's
When I
perfect
first took
morning.
it, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I first took it, I started to say, bro, is there something in that CMOS? She goes, why you say that? I said, bro, because I took like a whole fucking
felt the same
teaspoon,
when
and
I
I
first
just
took
like
it.
was raw, like I wanted to run, but it was like, you know when you take that big old thing of coffee, but you don't crash, and nigga, I mean, sorry,
shit.
but gee, I was on that stuff for 8 hours, and I came home and I asked him, I said, hey, is this shit gonna go away? He's like, yeah, bro, you're good, but you know, it's just like,
I ain't gonna lie. I've been taking it since you put me on. Like you've
I
been
love
putting
it.
me on for a while, and then you gave me some this last time that we met up. But I've been taking it, and definitely because I wake up early for work. I'm up like at 5 o'clock, 5:20 in the morning.
You gotta power up,
Hell
definitely.
yeah.
I take it,
Hell yeah.
and it makes my aside when I fall asleep because I got fucked up or do whatever the night before. But
Yeah.
for sure, like when I take it in the morning, eat or not, like it makes it easier in my morning. Like I'm not groggy. I'm not like needing a Red Bull. I haven't had a Red Bull in like unless it's
Fuck
in the
those
evening
Red
and I'm
Bulls,
fucked
bro.
up. But I have not
Those
had
things
one in the
fuck me
morning in
up.
a long
A
time.
shit
But
ton of
like
sugar.
For real.
I shit you
that
not.
shit,
Like,
I ain't gonna lie, that shit
I mean,
fucked
bro,
me up. Like,
bro, you know what's
fuck that
crazy?
shit.
Like on some G ass shit, bro. Like sugar is literally a fucking.
Sancho,
No,
bless
you're
you.
good. No, you're
Thank
good.
you.
Sugar is literally a fucking. It's a drug. It's classified as a drug. So like, you got to think about this shit. Like literally, when we were in school, they were giving us drugs before we went to our first class. And then at the same time, they were taking us to the office like this kid might need some fucking ADD medicine or some shit. You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
cycle.
Yeah.
So like when you think about that and you add that shit up, you gotta backtrack and realize that like maybe you might need to fuck around and save yourself in certain circumstances, because you know I ain't trying to dig into no conspiracy
It's
theories.
hard,
That
bro.
shit is
Sugar's
deep.
a motherfucker.
But I would tell you
Like real
that
shit.
sugar is literally listed as a drug.
And that's what makes it even more believable,
Like
just in
they-
general. Like anytime that you've like either told me about any of this stuff or even seen you tell anybody else about this, like you like tell them look up the proof. Like
Yeah,
You have-
he's
yeah,
adamant
bro.
about it.
That's the
he's
best
very,
way.
he's very adamant about it. Like you can see it, like compared to other people. Oh, like this diet plan. No, like he's very adamant.
like yeah.
I
exactly.
ain't gonna lie. I think it's like I said, because my mom almost died. Like literally in January
big facts.
before they had
Facts.
any. This is why I
That was because of
continuously.
COVID, right?
I mean, I couldn't even really tell you because that's
Okay.
before they had the.
This is before
this
she
before
just
they
got.
had the
They
test.
labeled
Before
it
we
as
knew anything.
But she
what
didn't
are they?
really. She didn't really
a
have
chest
like.
infection.
They didn't know what she had, but she was put on the ventilator. Like she was like, this is the second time she'd been put on the ventilator like a couple years before, but like this time she really gave me that like, hey, take care of your dad, take care of the kids.
That
where it was
final
like,
speech.
Yeah, and low key I was like, damn, it fucked me up. Then she bounced back, bro. You know, by the grace of God, and is A1 now. But like, bro, that shit fucked me up to where I started digging into shit, bro. Like I started really looking into like preventative eating. Like, fuck treating shit. We're in a fucking culture where we treat shit, bro. Like, we treat it. We wait till we get there, and then we treat it. And it ain't nobody's fault or anything like that, because we've been marketed this shit since day one. But, like, at the end of the day, bro, we have to really, like, tap in and figure out what the fuck are we consuming.
Exactly.
Like, what are we doing, like, low-key? I mean, think about it, bro. Like, even I don't even want to get too deep and fuck people up because I can fuck
Let's do
some
it.
shit
Let's
up.
do it. Let's be.
I'm just
Let me
saying, bro.
let me be the Joe Rogan
are you vegan or
podcast.
Nah,
vegetarian?
do it.
He's
People think I'm
plant-based.
crazy. I'm plant based, bro.
plant-based?
I don't eat
Plant-based.
no meat. I
No
don't eat
meat,
no
no
meat,
cheese.
no dairy. I don't eat no metals in
So
my
he's
cereal.
so
I
vegan.
eat like
Oh
an
no, you're
Indian.
just like
I'm plant-based
plant-based.
vegan. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
mean, people call it plant-based, people call it vegan, but like to the T, bro. Like I
Because,
drink
yeah.
It's
water
good
only.
food though, bro. Like
It is, bro.
I ain't
Austin
gonna
is a
lie.
dope
I
city to be in.
eat bad, but now I'm very conscious of what I eat and like the food's really good. I had a pizza. What was that place called? Free
Lil-
promo.
Lil
with-
Nona's.
Little Nona's.
That bitch goes hard,
Bro, we ate a
Lil
pizza
Nona's is the truth.
that it was a margarita pizza. It was not real cheese. It was
Cauliflower
not,
Bro,
crust.
they're about
It was
to.
cauliflower bread.
I was literally talking
This
to
shit
my
will save your
my
life.
homeboy. I was
Like
talking
this shit
to
may sound crazy, but this shit will dead ass.
I don't know
save
if
your
y'all
life.
ever been to Barn Springs Saloon right there on South Lamar and Barn Springs, but my homeboy Trevor from that bar, he was telling me that that pizza place is about to post up at that
Yeah, Lil
bar.
Nona's.
He was telling me it was really good. I was like,
Bro.
I didn't even think about it, but
Go check it out. I
I'm gonna
promise
have
you,
to do
you're not gonna.
I mean, when you think about it, bro, like think about meat. Like, okay, for example, would you eat a piece of fucking chicken on the stove right now with no seasoning? Like, would you rip it up and put it in tacos and be like ready to eat it?
no.
Okay, so we like seasoning, we don't like meat, right? So therefore, we just need to get a different base, bro. We just got to put a different base, season it a little different. Of course, texture is key because
I do that now.
now being in plant-based,
I do
bro,
that
it's
now.
hard to find a texture that really matches that like chicken or some type of texture. But like at the end of the day, if you think about it, bro, like our taste buds for that 1 second is why you eat particular things.
we adapt.
It's crazy, bro. But like
We're humans.
No, we are, and at the same time, we've been marketed a lot of fucked up shit that make us believe a certain type of science, but it's not true science, bro.
Exactly.
If you step back and look at it, it'd be hard to eat certain shit, you know, like especially having kids, bro. Like I got kids and shit. Seeing my mom really sit on the fucking table and be like, take care of your children, you know, be good to your dad, bro. That shit'll fuck you up, bro. It'll fuck you up. I ain't never really been in that point. I always like to believe that I'm like some type of like, I know a lot to where I can keep myself out of particular circumstances, but that one right there fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? But like it allowed me to find the sea moss. It allowed me to find shit like that. So like that's really why I'm promoting sea moss so heavy. I ain't the one that discovered it. Dr. Sebi is the one that brought it to everybody.
Yep.
Dr. Sebi is the one that cured Magic Johnson from AIDS. He's the one that cured Lisa Left
But
Eye.
you also got to be careful because you said that people make fake sea moths, basically, right?
Well,
'cause
yeah,
there's
yeah.
pills.
Or
There's
they'll put it.
powder.
They'll do their pool. They'll use it at their
Yes.
pool or whatever.
Yeah,
They'll,
I mean,
they'll make their own.
It's hard to tell. I mean, you would have to. It's like it's like buying weed, bro. Like unless you know about this shit and you know how to, you know, get it, smell it, sniff it out, and understand what
Flower
you don't
gang.
want. You know, like for example, you smell sea moss on your shit and it smells like oil. You gotta imagine it's in some contaminated waters and shit like that. Or if you get it when it's converted, like there's a lot of different variables you want to make sure that you giving your people some good shit. So like really, I took sea moss for like 3 months. Then we started providing it for friends and family. I didn't even know that shit was even gonna like take.
Yeah,
heat like
if y'all
that.
need some sea moss, hit a brew.
For real,
Hit a
bro.
brew. I swear, like
For real.
I'm gonna keep buying some. Start buying every time that I
Look
eat.
into it, man. You know what I mean?
I didn't
So,
know.
It's got a
so
lot of benefits.
I honestly did not know that you were a vegan or like a plant-based vegan.
I appreciate
Dude,
it.
I didn't even know you were that old. And if this is what it's doing to you, honestly, keep on doing it.
Yeah, I
Apparently,
appreciate
you
that.
showed.
You know what I mean? It's the truth. Because, you know, you start getting older, our body starts changing, and we
Yeah.
start noticing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I've had uncles and grandmas fucking die from cirrhosis of the liver and or
Yeah,
you
me
know,
too.
smoking
Me
so
too.
much,
Alcohol.
drug cancer. And I mean,
Alcohol.
I started thinking to myself, you know, but yeah, it's different if we, you know, I mean, we don't overconsume ourselves, like, you know what I'm saying? But
You know
It's
what,
a
bro?
sin.
You know what's good to say to that is that like one thing we gotta realize, bro, is that like our genes are not really hereditary, bro. Our
Nope.
our eating habits
they
is
say
really what's
alcoholism's
I mean,
hereditary.
and don't get me wrong, there
It's
are
not.
certain things that are hereditary, bro. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things, but I will
Damn,
say,
I have
bro,
to be responsible for
nah,
being
bro.
drunk now.
Hey, no. I
was just kidding.
This is not even the topic because
I'm
of
kidding,
course,
bro.
I smoke
But,
a lot of weed, you know what I
like,
mean?
bro, this is samurai shit, bro. Like, if you really want to save your mind, bro, and like, if you got kids and shit, you want to stay alive, like, dead ass, look into the food that you put in your body. You can still eat, bro. I go to Plow Burger and eat cheeseburgers every week, bro. Like,
shit's fire.
and I'm not eating kale salads and motherfucking carrot sticks and shit. Like, I'm eating some great food, bro. It's just
Yeah.
made with different shit.
Y'all
And
definitely, if
tap
y'all
in
don't
with
follow
me, bro.
Ru,
Tap in with
follow
me,
him
dog.
on his stories because
This shit
this
saved
man
my whole shit.
this man preaches on a daily,
I'm
on a
not
weekly.
playing with
Like
y'all.
he be talking about some real
Like,
shit.
bro,
like,
I lost 80 pounds sitting on my ass, bro.
Facts.
Like, you don't even gotta buy,
you know
buy
Ru,
shit
like-
from me.
I've
like,
seen
tap
it.
in with me if you want to save yourself.
Got a lot of
I
benefits,
might,
bro.
I'll give you
Shit.
my experience. That's all I know. I don't know nothing more than that, but my
I
experience.
had
bro.
high cholesterol.
That's
And my
all I know.
cholesterol's
I
got
don't know
great.
shit else but my
Like
experience.
real shit. Like take
That's
care
awesome.
of yourself. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, and if you don't want to fuck with me, tap into the Dr. Sebi diet, alkaline your body.
hey, if you
Alkaline your body.
he's a rapper, a health specialist, a barber,
a samurai.
he could be your life specialist.
Yeah,
what else? Man? You do it
bro,
all. You do it all.
Everything, God.
He can
damn,
write
bro.
music for you.
Yup. You could do your hugs.
Innovate your whole life, bro.
If I can also back off of that, health is also, health
Important.
especially important. And Mario also kicked us
Hell
off
yeah, bro.
with mental health. We are in a season,
Seasonal depression.
seasonal
Yeah,
depression. I'm
Bro,
not gonna lie.
Depression's a motherfucker, bro.
Whenever
Yeah,
I
it
was
is.
there outside of Austin, it kind of sucked. I missed home a lot.
You're not.
It'll
You're
fuck
on
with
your
you,
own.
bro.
You're on your own.
People
You
be
are on
stuck
your
in
own.
that fucking room by yourself, and you just like, fuck, bro.
What am I gonna do?
What
Go
the
out and
fuck?
get drunk?
I mean, that's honestly all you have to do over there, and unless you're gonna waste your money, and even that, it's even more depressing. So honestly, mental awareness, especially in
It
this
is.
season, I did not believe Mario. I mean, I believed him with the people that were doing it, but I mean, for me, I had to go to another city and just live there and be like.
And it's
this
worse
is-
during the seasons
It
too,
is, bro.
during the
I
holidays.
started reading comic books again because I used to, when I would be by myself, I would be always nose deep in my fucking phone and social media, and I still do it now. And it makes you think a lot, especially when you're by yourself. Like, this is my personal, like,
It's like a
being-
piece. It's a sort of piece.
I started buying. I would go and find a comic book store somewhere close, or like now I do it now, and I go buy fucking comic books, or like I'm
Oh,
into
yes.
all types of shit. Like
I
I
used to
started
do that- I
reading,
used to do
so I
the
can
same
get
thing.
the fuck away from that shit, bro, because that shit will fuck with you. Sitting in a room by yourself on a daily basis doing the same fucking thing every day is like pretty much like kind of being locked up, but still, you're.
You know, today was the first day I actually came, or it was the first day I actually had a full day in Austin. I switched my whole room up because, I mean,
You wanted something different. You
I mean that's basically what
it's
I do.
more refreshing. when it's
If
like
you
that.
if you ever saw this living room the way it was, it's been switched up 4 times and by me. And actually, this is the first time I've seen Mario switch it up to the first time I switched it up.
Nice.
I mean, mental and physical health is both.
Hell yeah.
Health-
It's very,
yeah.
very, very, very crucial, especially for a human being, and we need to practice on how to keep that safe for you to not lose your fucking mind, or for you not to, think that
Take care of yourselves.
Take care of yourself,
Take care of
basically.
yourself.
All you
And,
gotta do,
like,
like,
if
Never
anybody,
be afraid to reach
Take-
out to somebody.
Nah,
Taking
nah,
care
like,
of yourself,
don't
bro,
be
does
scared
not mean.
to
if
talk to somebody.
anybody is feeling like any type of way, reach out to me, ask me any question.
Yes.
Like I said, my experience is the only thing I'm sharing with anybody. I don't know anything more than the next person.
Remember
bro.
that taking care of yourself never means being selfish. It's
Nah,
not
nah,
equate
reach
at
out.
all. Like,
Nah, reach out. Like, bro, I had anxiety, I had depression, I had sleep apnea. I
bro,
had
I've had the worst
heartburn.
panic attacks this year. Like,
Yeah.
it's just terrible shit that we all deal with at this point. Like,
Yeah, bro, I mean,
it's too
bro.
common at this point. Too common, which
Yeah.
is like unreal.
That's why I say, I mean, like, even if you don't go full vegan, bro, I think it's very good for people to tap in and be mindful and do like 60-40, 70-30, some type of a balance, bro. I mean, because at the end of the day, we have to remember that there's a lot of promotion and money being made off of all this shit around us, bro. From medicine to food, bro. So, like, we have to really step back and gauge that shit, bro. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to live for a long time.
Yes.
I have two boys.
To be around the people
Like,
you
bro,
love.
like on some real gangster shit, like some G shit. Like, I don't care how gangster this or that is, bro. Like, living a long time to me is gangster as fuck.
For your people.
I'm
for
trying
sure.
to, for my children.
It's
Like,
for my kids, bro. I think
Yeah.
Especially
I
if you
wanna see them
contribute,
grow.
Real, bro.
especially
Like-
if you contribute a lot. Like, you definitely want to be around
Hell
to make it
yeah.
easier for everybody else for as
so,
long as you
so
can.
yeah, and then also too, while you're here, you want to have mental clarity, bro. So
Yep.
tap in.
Because
you know what
I
I'm saying?
spent too
Like,
much time to myself.
shit's
I
important,
wait,
bro.
no, not spent. I wasted too much fucking time in that depression. I think about it nowadays, then and like, if people ask you, what do you ever regret? I sit back and I think about it. I regret all the fucking time I wasted sitting by myself
bro,
thinking it was the end of the
I
fucking
don't even want to go too deep, but like think about it. Your stomach has a lot of neurons in it, bro. Your mind is a lot of the triggers to your feelings, right? But like everything you put in your stomach, for example, if you got heartburn, simply, bro.
And it all sticks too.
Think about this shit, bro. If you have heartburn in your stomach, bro, and you're putting food into your stomach that's causing more heartburn, it's
Something
giving
has to
more
change.
acid, it's gonna trigger your mind to have anxiety because it's asking, what do we do with this? So simply your stomach being confused with particular foods that affect you in a certain way, bro, is gonna make your mind get unstable, bro. And whatever goals and success you're trying to reach, it's not gonna happen like that. That's why I was stagnant. And that's why I can say, like, for a long time, I was really in my shell. I had to find a way to be able to tap in and tap out. Remember that shit? I'll be fucked up, bro. Like I was down and out.
We
Like,
would hear from,
bro, like,
it would
I
get
was
to the point. I'm
fucked
sorry,
up,
I
defeated.
don't mean to
No,
put it out
say
there,
it. I was defeated.
there was
as
times
fuck.
like we speak. He's a barber. We would go so hard and he'd be consistent, and then all of a sudden he'd go into his head and just cut
I just wasn't.
everybody out.
I wasn't being mindful, bro. And then
Cut
it's not about being vegan or none of that shit, bro. Like it's really not about being vegan.
But it was due to
it's
his
being
anxiety
mindful.
and his
Being mindful about
depression,
my
so-
body and understanding, like, all right, look, I'm tripping. For whatever the fuck it is, like you gotta pay attention to
But
your
he
shit.
also used to
If
see
you
how
do
much
that
he
shit,
weighed,
it'll take you
though.
next level.
He was big.
I was 80 pounds heavier. I was
fucking big,
224.
and I would
I'm
tell him, "Let's go
149.
run. You know, let's go train."
I didn't see the picture that you showed at the thing, but I mean, whenever I saw the reaction,
I'll give it to you. You
I
can
was
post
like-
that bitch. That shit is ridiculous.
because
Nah, I will
honestly,
say.
from what I'm looking at right now, you're doing fucking so well.
Yeah, I'm trying to share
that's
this
all I gotta
It's
say.
a
Because I was
blessing.
like, what
Yeah.
the
blessing.
fuck?
It's a blessing.
Yeah,
to
I mean,
share this
youthful, healthy. I honestly did not know you were that old.
Yeah, 33. I'm 30 motherfucking 3.
So yeah, I'm sorry about the reaction I had. I was like, what
Nah,
the
I
fuck?
appreciate that. Hell yeah.
But yeah, I would go off that, and it's amazing to have good health, and hopefully everybody, especially coming from this year has been just the fucking shittiest year. That's pretty
This has
strong.
been the most fucked up year. Everybody.
But-
on a good note, though,
Bro.
I would kind of
Go
want to
ahead,
say
bro.
the opposite. It was a horrible year. And
Yes.
it's still not over. But honestly, I found some good things that happened for me this year. You know what I mean? And it's been a blessing, and it's helped me learn. Because like I'm saying, I just started. For example, once again, back to the CMOS. That was one of the good things because I've dealt with a lot of bullshit and just other personal things to come to light. So it's been a shitty year, but it's helped me learn more about myself, mental health wise, physical wise, and it allowed me to be like, okay, next year I don't want to be like this. I want to be able to do it like that. So, but yeah, fuck 2020, but it's still been a good, great learning process.
Like a blessing in disguise, bro. Like this shit was fucked up, bro. You gotta understand. I had a whole barbershop.
Facts.
I had an entire barbershop, and it was doing great. Like we were definitely on the incline. Everything was looking great.
But that also it reflects on like as far as how you prefer to do business as because
Yeah, I mean,
it's
you have
a
to-
lot easier now. Would you say like because
Bro.
you told me yourself that it's not that you're not a people person. It's just you don't do well managing other people.
I will say, bro, like when I opened up the shop, it was everything I wanted, right? But like I said, like it comes with layers, bro. Like I think that I want to shop, and eventually I will want to shop. But the way it unfolded with this particular situation, bro.
I think you're too much of a good person.
Nah, I want to say, bro, like I needed to accomplish certain things in my life to where when I tapped into this barbershop, it wasn't gonna affect how I needed to feel to be as an
Okay.
artist. For example, like I'm being an artist, owning this barbershop, and I had particular situations where I would have to go feel like like this big artist in Houston fucking with these big rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the same time, I'm having to pick up a barber for to take him to work. So like, it just comes down to a matter of like making sure that the people that are around you, bro, are in champion mode. Like for example, like when Mayweather goes to fight for a fight, bro, he's practicing in the gym. This motherfucker doesn't have so-and-so, everybody just so close to his vicinity, bro. The only people that are in the gym are like champion mode people that are ready to go into like that type of
Non-stop.
vibe. So like when you having 2 or 3 different things going on, you have to understand, bro, like this little situation can affect this bigger momentum you have going on. And like if you're doing more than one thing, bro, you got to know how to juggle that bitch.
Keep it balanced.
Yeah, it's one thing will vampire your whole situation and you'll be sucked dry. Everything you worked for this one situation can be easily eliminated from something, bro. So simple.
This-
Just from people not being in champion mode, bro.
They say it's
real.
multitasking makes it easier and takes time, saves times for a lot
It's
of
an
people. But
art,
in reality,
that shit is an art.
it's damn near impossible to accomplish.
You gotta-
It's an art, though.
it's
I've
not
seen
easy,
people
though.
do it,
Yeah,
though.
It's
yeah.
not easy.
It's hard because at the end of the day, you're still gonna have to take time, but still find out how to make up time for that.
I've seen people though do
Balance.
it. I ain't gonna lie.
Balance is key.
Like I've seen people like maneuver. Like shout out to my boy Ed. You know what I'm saying? Doing
Oh,
certain
yes.
shit. Ed, you know, in Houston, I've seen him maneuver. I've seen, you know, my boy Danny Cotton from fucking World Star Hip Hop maneuver in particular situations where I'm like, bro, they have a certain skin built on them where they just don't get affected by certain shit. And you know
That's top tier mentality,
Nah,
bro.
nah, for real.
For
That's
sure.
That's the
'cause
goal is to get to that point.
You can put
You know
that
what I'm
person in
saying?
any
Like,
situation and they'll thrive. Man.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what's awesome.
You know, I do want to hear from each one of y'all because I mean, even the ups and lows, or actually the lows of 2020, and the ups, even if they were just the smallest or even the biggest, 2021's coming up. I want to hear what you think is gonna come. What you think you have come. I mean, today was a shitty year, but I mean, we have to look forward. That's all we got to do. Keep on going, and not think about what. If anything, we learned from this year. It fucking sucks because of fucking COVID. But I mean, I honestly considered big things coming.
Yeah.
I said that in 2019, and I got fired my first day in this year. So,
What the fuck?
but it wasn't nothing bad.
Yeah.
So you know, I have a good job. I've been traveling.
Yeah. Change
work.
is good.
So
I
I
like
mean,
change.
2021.
Things happen for a reason.
If this year forced
Nah.
everybody to accept change.
You know
For
what's
sure
crazy? Like I ain't gonna lie. Like let this be a testament, bro. Like when doors close, bro. I swear to God, you have to be so open to that shit, and you can't be so stagnant in that shit. Cause I'm one of the people that like when shit happens, bro. Like this dude knows I dwell on shit. Like I take it so personal. Like from the smallest to the biggest situations, and I've had some fucking big situations like where doors have closed, bro. Like I'm talking about like celebrities, bro, like household names, you know, and I'm not even trying to mention none of that shit. But I will say when particular doors close, bro, you got to know how to turn that bitch into fuel, bro, because in that particular moment when you're in the fucking corner, like diamonds are made off pressure, bro. You know what I'm saying? So without the pressure, the diamonds can't get made. So there's
I like that
there's
reference.
some type of
I like that
resilience in that
reference.
shit, and like I've learned, dog, being an underdog and being to myself with shit, or like, you know, like just accepting what is. I've learned, bro, like on the other end, shit comes out, bro. Like whenever the door closes, like another big ass door always opens, bro. Like it's crazy. It's so
lovely.
crazy.
It's a lesson.
So I will say, keep fucking attacking shit and letting doors close. Like, be ready for all the no's you could be. Like, be resilient, bro. Who gives a fuck? Because the more no's you, encounter, the more variables you have to make that dub, bro. Like, I got a lot of dubs going on right now. You gonna see?
Yeah, I
them
feel like
soon.
you've always had them, bro. Like anytime that I've ever
It's all
spoken to you,
underdog.
anytime that I've ever talked about you, you like something that I've bragged about from throughout the whole show, the podcast, whatever you want to call it at this one, but something that I have told people before, but you're the person that introduced me to somebody who you were already familiar with, DZ Brown.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
shout out
story,
to DZ.
that story
Yes.
is amazing because
Bro,
like it's
that shit is
like
crazy.
you guys are on the same lane, same timeline, but like people don't realize that you were there
Shout
throughout the
out
whole
to
time.
DZ, bro.
Because
Like,
you were there with him throughout the whole Chris Bosh
Bro.
situation, bro.
like randomly
You
on,
wanna
on my
speak on
mom,
that?
bro, on my mom's birthday, we were chilling at my mom's house, like low key, like just chilling, and he was like, Chris Bosh just messaged me, and it was just weird. It was weird as fuck. And he was like, "You want to just ride with me and see, what the fuck he's talking about?" So we pulled up. This dude was chilling. Like when we got to my sister's house, like it's crazy shit. Chris Bosh was, I don't even know how it was set up, but he was already in the house, and we walked in. This motherfucker had his shoe off, and he was so chill. Like just so nonchalant, just like relaxed, and she was like, "What's up?" Like it kind of fucked me up. Like I ain't gonna lie. And then we just started recording. They were like, him and his wife were like, we have 15 minutes until our driver is about to ride. Like, click, let's push record. And me and him both just started building. He was building some shit, and I kind of tapped in and shit. But like, he really linked with Chris Bosh and took some shit to like the next level. We went to Miami. Like shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that shit happened. Like that's why I say like I don't know. The strategy has
that-
never been.
Yeah, the way that DZ explained it was that what is Chris Bosh's wife's name? I'm sorry,
Adrian. Shout
she
out
was
to
looking
Adrian.
through
Yeah.
Something through an Austin Weekly. Or
I think they were
Austin
listening
something.
to 88.7.
Oh yeah. She was listening to KUTX,
And he had an
Shout out
interview
to
on
Breaks.
It. Yes.
Breaks,
Shout
yeah,
out to
man.
the Breaks. Yes.
and I think she heard Dizzy. She heard something about
Yeah,
Dizzy.
they
and
were
that's-
listening to the interview, and I think in the mid-interview they like tapped in and hit him up, and
Oh, shit.
he was like, bruh, he's like, is this Chris Bosh? I'm like, that's Chris Bosh's shit, bro. And then we pulled up, and of course, you know, DZ laid some shit. I laid like a quick little hook, but it was love from there, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Because you essentially after that like
you know me as the barber.
Yeah, exactly,
As the bar-
exactly.
Always got to have like, you know, the business card on hand. So of course I passed him the
And
business
you've
card.
cut his hair too at this point. Like,
Yeah. Shout out
several
to Chris
times.
Bosh. And shout out to the Bosh boys, the whole family. Yes, I've been cutting their hair for a minute, and that shit's been dope. That shit didn't change the game for me. Like just being able to be around some shit like that. Like the man has hit 2 fucking championships, 11-time, you know, all-star. Like shit is crazy.
That is
bro.
twice we heard his name since
That
we've
shit's
been in that.
crazy.
We need to get Chris Bosh on this fucking.
we gotta get Bosh on this bitch. Yeah.
That would be awesome. But you've had your hand at cutting famous people hair at this point. Because who else did you have? You had Talib.
I cut Talib Kweli when it comes to
I
the
actually did a fucking stagehand for him, and like honestly, at the time when I was working for Music Lab, I didn't know who he was, and like I swear to God, all these fucking white people just came up.
Shout out to
already.
Chino. Chino put me in the
Hey,
mix with
Chino
Talib.
Chase.
For
Yeah.
real.
No,
Bro.
top flight DJs.
Bro, we pulled up to the fucking hotel, and like fucking Talib Kweli, Dave Chappelle, their whole entire team just knows this man with the mask on and the hat. I'm like, bro, how the fuck when
Chino,
somebody
you
know you
talking
with
about
your when somebody knows you with your mask on, bro, like that's
family.
That's
Yeah.
family, you know what I'm saying? Fucking what's his name? What's his name? The one that's always with fucking Dave Chappelle. Donnell Rollins.
Yeah,
Is that his name?
yeah.
He's like, we walk as soon as we walk in the hotel. Donnell Rollins is like, Chino, what's up? Like, bro, that shit kind of fucked me up. Like, bro, what the fuck? So shout out to Chino. He put me
Chino
all the way in the
Chase.
mix with that.
Chino's been putting in
Shout
work.
out to Talib
and
Kweli. You know, that shit was dope.
Shout out Dave Chappelle.
Shout out Dave Chappelle, Joe Rogan. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, man. I don't know what I would say to Joe Rogan if I were running into him. Like, bro, like
I didn't even. I was like, I was trying to let them be, bro. I mean, they were so in the zone. They just got off stage. I'm like, you go on the rooftop with these motherfuckers, you kind of just be like a fly on the wall, bro.
Just chill.
I'm cool with that. I'll take that.
You lived to tell the story.
I'll take
Yeah,
that.
hey, you know what
I'll
I mean?
take
Shit.
That's
Eventually.
That's hilarious. I would love to be in that because like you have Joe Rogan and Dave Chappelle in the same city and shit. Like,
Bro, Dave Chappelle did not give a fuck. This motherfucker just was like, he had like a boom box. He was just holding that bitch. He just like nobody could just come up to him. It was just so loud. He was like, what? Like, what? I just fucked with this whole vibe, bro. Like, this shit was dope. But
That's
definitely,
awesome.
yeah. Shout out to Chino. On that one.
and as we get closer to ending this episode, I wish we could keep going on and on. I'm sure we'll have more episodes eventually, but we like to end these on a positive note.
Positive.
Something,
notes.
Troy, would you like to explain this segment?
All right, so dude, it's been forever since I've been on here. I mean,
I know.
it's
Welcome back.
yeah. The positive note is whether it's something you have going on. I would like to point out in 2021 if you have something, you know, to look forward to, something that happened this week, or even something just nothing to.
Something good in
Yeah.
general.
Something good in general.
Yeah, something, whatever's happening to you,
Um,
something to end the show off on a good note.
Just keep grinding, man. Cause like, right now I'm now a manager, so I'm learning how to become a manager and do the things that I gotta do besides being a DJ. Cause I still DJ. I'm still managed by Dominica J and the whole league DJs. But learning just, you know, what's that word I'm looking for? Just be open to learning. You know what I mean? We always wanted to keep on learning new things. Don't be comfortable. You know what I mean? In that same spot. I got new things coming up for 2021. I'm gonna get married as well.
Yeah.
Maybe
Hey,
hopefully
hey.
maybe we'll see. But yeah, that's the plan. I got some shows coming up. Follow me at DJ JRo 512 on Instagram, and I'm gonna have I did a lot of shows that we're gonna get back to doing, but we're looking at some virtual shows. So on a good note, you know what I mean, we're gonna try to bring it back to what we need to do, and I know we all missed the stage, because I know I fucking missed the stage.
Oh, we all do, bro.
I miss going to seeing performances,
Concerts,
you know what I mean. So hopefully we're trying to figure out a better way how to tap in with artists and do different things, and you know what I mean. I don't even know if we're gonna do the South by. You know, we had virtual shows that we were supposed to do for South by, but I don't think it's gonna happen. We'll see. But just keep grinding, man. I know it's been a tough year, but y'all keep on pushing and just don't fucking give up, man.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, that's real as fuck. Like as an underdog in the city, like I will
Underdog?
say-
What do you mean underdog?
No.
Come on. You
Bro,
cannot
nah,
give yourself
nah,
that
you-
title, bro.
Now you have to understand. Now you have to
Stop
understand.
playing.
Nah, bro. Like I will say, bro. Like you have to understand, bro.
You're
Like,
being humble.
nah,
Yeah,
bro. I'm
way
not
too
even. I'm
humble.
not even being humble, bro. Like I will say,
Stand
bro.
up. Don't sit
there
down.
were-
Stand up, bro.
Nah,
Come on.
bro. Like you gotta understand, bro. There was times where I really started this shit off from ground zero.
Yeah, but that
Just-
was a long time ago.
Nah,
You've already
yeah.
established yourself.
But I know I have established myself. But like I will say though, I have operated all the way from being an underdog. Like I will say that. Like everything that I feel victorious about has came from me feeling the lowest of the lows. From being pushed out of particular situations and just being like in my own zone, I will say to anybody out there, like I said, right now everybody is to their self right now. I don't give a fuck what you doing, bro. Like I know your bitch ass is by yourself because I'm by myself too.
Listen to me in both of your headphones.
Nah, I will say, bro, like be resilient. Like this shit is like you need to learn how to turn this bitch into fuel. I know I have.
I have
Like
plenty of time.
you will see motherfuckers stand on my neck from here to the end of time. People will stand on my neck and you gonna see me be resilient from here to the end of time, bro. Like RuMuzik, Dove Springs, Texas. Shout out to my nigga.
You can hear it in the
Daniel
background,
Roger.
obviously.
Yeah,
Where
this
we're
shit is
at.
real, bro. We are in Dove Springs right now.
I'm gonna stop letting people
Sounds
over
smell it,
because
but
they're
this
gonna
shit is
find out
real,
my
bro.
actual
Like,
address.
As much as it seems like I'm in a beautiful position, bro, like it is taking a lot for me to get here, bro. Like it's moving solo and not giving up and standing on what the fuck I want to believe in and shit and moving off people that move like that, bro. Like this shit's real, bro. This is an underdog
It's
position.
real on the battlefield.
Like and people in Dove Springs that I fucking that I confide in, they know this shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's been a minute. And shout out to my G right here and shout out
Appreciate
to
y'all, man. Thank you. I know it's been a
Of
process
course,
of us
in
getting
New
on here.
Orleans.
You know what I mean? I know we were supposed to do other things, but hey, man, we still been grinding and
Bruh.
still been
Hey.
pushing, and we're looking forward to more episodes.
Yeah, everything's gonna happen in a certain way because it's gonna happen. Like I try to
Facts.
plan everything out.
I'll do mine real quick.
Do it.
All right. So mine's is I'm so happy that Mario, even though I was away, Mario did this shit by himself, and he did a good job. He does a lot of booking, and there's a lot of. I mean, there was 4 of us at the beginning, and honestly, I feel like there's only one, but Mario still fucking did it. I'm glad that he's chasing his dreams, and interviewing all these people that on this platform that actually do need to be recognized. That nobody, even if they weren't recognized, now they have a platform. Mario's doing the most, and I'm glad that it sucks that I couldn't be a part of it, and now I'm here at the last episode of season 3, and I'm with y'all, and I'm looking forward to hopefully even investing more into this podcast, investing more into Mario, investing more into the artists, the drinks, the fucking
Yeah.
having all this stuff, and I'm honestly looking forward because this year was a shit show.
Fuck yeah.
It was a shit show.
But the sun's still shining though.
Yes.
We still live.
Thank
I
you,
swear to
thank you
God.
for that, Troy. Like
On the
at the
cruise.
end of the day,
Cruise.
I'm doing what I love to do for fun. It's not a job because I'm not getting paid, and I'm not upset about it. It don't bother me, but I am happy. Like you said at the beginning, I started this to pull myself out of this deep depression that I was in at the time. But here I am doing what I love, talking to people that I talk to all the time, but broadcasting it, talking about music, hanging out, drinking, do whatever we want. You know.
Yeah, we need this shit.
And smoke
Like real
it.
talk. We need this shit.
I guarantee
So-
you straight up, every single person that comes on here that Mario brings on, I have no idea who they are.
And that's the fun
That's
part.
And
dope.
then,
Nah,
and then I
fun
just
part.
talk, you know,
Natural. I like
I just
keep
want
it
to talk
natural.
and just like, yo, as soon as I get more drunk and drunk and drunk, it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay, we're
keep it
talking-
natural. You gotta keep
We're
it
talking
natural.
about CMOS. Let's do this shit.
Yep.
I'm trying to
That's
tell
your
you.
norm.
And
Tell
for I guess for my positive note, like there's a lot that I would love to say, and I will not say right now because I do want to promote and say that there is a bunch of good music in Austin. There's a
Yep.
lot of good music in Austin, no matter what you say. Like, yes, rock's been alive in the city. It's been the live music capital of the world for a long time, and it's the white people's city, whatever you want to call it. But there is a hip hop
Yeah, this shit
in the
is
city
live.
that's been here forever.
And we are in a dove.
If you don't believe me, hit up the Fresh Prince of ATX, Mr. Fresh Knight from the Breaks. He does a literally weekly, if not every 2-3 days, update on his own.
Spotify.
Yes, on Weird City Raps by Fresh Knight.
Yep.
Look it up.
Look it
I'll
up.
tag him. I'll promote it. But he will play all the music from Austin. I mean, he has a smooth sides to it too, which is a little bit more R&B and a little bit more singing, but it's good music. That man, I am grateful that man at some point called me a tastemaker, because that man is the tastemaker that I will follow in Austin. And
Nice.
look him up, Mr.
Yeah,
Fresh
and-
Prince of ATX,
and-
Mr. Fresh Night, The Break, shout out,
Very
Confucius, all of y'all.
Yeah. Shout out to them. We just did a fucking interview on there the other day, and we are reaching 8 million plays on Spotify. So tap in with me, RuMuzik on Spotify. Like
I'll take a
we
shot
get
to
so
that,
sad.
brother.
Like humbly, respectively. Like I don't even
I'm
really
good.
care for the numbers
I'll
like
take
that.
your
But
shot
like
though.
8 million
My
plays.
shot.
If you need a hook, please tap in.
Hey,
Holla at
Please
your
tap
boy.
in.
hooks.
Yes.
Oh shit, my bad.
I gotta drive.
Well, it has been a wonderful, loud
Yeah.
evening tonight. I am one of your hosts. I am Mario from the South Side.
I'm Troy.
RuMuzik. Tap in, SinRyu.
It's your boy DJ JRo.
And
Yeah,
this
I'll
is-
let you.
I don't know. That's perfect. The most professional podcast out of South Austin.
But
and
it was
we
fun as fuck though.
Yes, sir.
and we are out.
And we in a dove.
Mirror.
Fresh
Fofo.
man P on the beat.
Free my G's in the slam. Forgive us, you know that we sinners. We twisting the green and the Rillo banana, Fanta lavender in the middle. Tropicana, cats a drip in Atlanta. Work the wheel, watch the way that I handle. You lames are steady blowing all in that Bama. I call her Nina like I'm calling Santana. We on 6, wildin'. Hella hoe, vibin'. Pull it up, wildin'. Throw it up, vibin'. Cup of codeine and I'm solid. Smoking the blunt in the alley. Getting them bricks in the valley. And load it all up on a dolly. I'm gon' get it for the team. We be heavy on the scene. Color glowing in the lean. Sippin' lavender Codeine. Count it up. Bitch, you cannot hit my cup. Count it up. Bitch, you cannot hit my cup. I'm gon' get it for the team. We be heavy on the scene. Color glowing in the lean. Sippin' lavender Codeine. Count it up. Bitch, you cannot hit my cup. Count it up. Bitch, you cannot hit my cup. Ain't no key in the ignition. Squad of horses in the engine. Adding friction to the tension. I'm really someone you should mention. Put the water in the cooking pot. I gotta make it like a whipping counterclock. Flood the city with the boat, rocket till your pockets heavy like a cinder block. Patent leather like a dinner top. Concord in my soda pop. Fuck the top, I won't control the topic, so I'm super Chevy to my shoulder lock. Fuck a plug, I got my own press. Always more, never nonetheless. 48 laws, we playing chess. 48 hours in silence left. Seats and sway just like a panda bear. You can never be my caliber. Cannon blaming like a marching band inside a stadium, and now you out of there. Sipping lavender Codeine. That's the grape and Fanta lean. I just wanna get the cream. I've been leaning with the team. I'm gon' get it for the team. We be heavy on the scene. Color glowing in the lean. Sipping lavender Codeine. Count it up. Bitch, you cannot hit my cup. Count it up. Bitch, you cannot hit my cup. I'm gon' get it for the team. We be heavy on the scene. Color glowing in the lean. Sipping lavender Codeine. Count it up. Bitch, you cannot hit my cup. Count it up. Bitch, you cannot hit my cup.